What's up, y'all? This is the J-Durham podcast. We are in the building again with the legendary Mr. F.A.B. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome,
man. It's beautiful, man.
Welcome to Detroit, Michigan, man.
And that D, what's hearing it?
That's what's
Late
up.
night working.
Yeah, man. So how you like Detroit so far since you've been out here?
Detroit, cool, man. It feel like Oakland, except it's just hella cold. But other than that, man, it's cool, man. You know, you link in, you connect with some like-minded individuals, and just go get the work done, man. You know, I enjoyed myself actually in a short amount of time. I was able to do a lot of things, so I enjoyed myself.
That's what's up. So let's just get right into it. We got some stuff that people wanted to know and some other things and get an update on everything. But let's start with the rap game right now. What's some things in the rap game you think might need to change?
I don't know. I think it's always a balance in life. You know, when you have some good things and you have some things that are on the opposite axis. I think one of the biggest things that should change is rappers that get in the game and create negative energy. Like, I think the negative energy of just saying, look, dude, we all come from the streets. Well, some of us do. And the objective to get it when we was coming from the streets was to get out the streets. You know, why do we wait till we become millionaires to put ourselves in compromising positions? We didn't work our whole life to put this dream to work and this dream to be effective and this dream to become reality, and we've been putting all this work in to finally get out of those areas that we come from. And then when we get out of them, we want to rap about the stuff that's happening in them as if we still involved in them and still doing it. And it's just far too many of us are being a rapper is dangerous these days, man. It's tough, man. So
it is.
We gotta protect each other a little bit better.
Man, you said a lot in a short amount of time. Wanted to touch on some of the things you talked about, but before we talk about that, I wanted to ask you, do you think it's such a thing as privilege in the judicial system? Such a thing as being privileged? Yeah.
For a black man?
Anyone?
Yeah, there's white privilege. I think, you know, we must understand that in the infancy stages of what the judicial system represented. To switch the narrative from the interview of this, you know, the narrative will definitely be different when you look at the judicial system of what it was invented for, what it was created for. At the end of slavery, when slavery was about to begin to end, a lot of the Southerners felt as if who would they get to work their lands and who would they get to crop and pick cotton and do things like that and do the labor that they couldn't handle due to the fact of they couldn't stand the sun like that as much, and they knew that they wouldn't be able to handle that. So they began to say, how can we still get free labor when these slaves are allegedly free? And what was created was a prison system, a form of imprisonment to slavery patrol, and they would create all kind of unjust laws, and these laws would be in most Commonwealth states and most of these southern states, and it would be to penalize and incriminate and incarcerate black men. You know what I mean? And they would be incarcerated. So then, under incarceration, they could get them to do free labor. So most of the prison mates that were in jail at those times, their sentences, they would have to go pick cotton. They would have to make license plates. They would build railroads, and they would do all of these things just to get free labor. And this is the judicial system, and this is who created the judicial system. So do I feel like there's a privilege? Of course. The brokest, dirtiest, redneck, white country southerner at that time had more privilege than a black man, than the most wealthiest black man.
Yeah, now we speed up today. Today we everyone's seen it on the news. Kyle Rittenhouse was acquitted on all charges and stuff, and it just kind of made me think about stuff and reflect on what's going on in our communities and stuff, and me experiencing the system, thinking back on all those brothers that's lining up to go to court, fighting in trial, and charges are being dropped, but prosecutors are refiling on these charges, refiling, hung jury, refiling, not stopping, not guilty. They have 3 times to try a case for the final verdict. And it was just curious. I was curious because I was like, when I was in that situation, I remember the system trying it so hard to get a conviction out of it. And young age people to adults, because even in the juvenile systems, it's like it's so many kids going to jail. You know what I mean? But young Dolph was also recently murdered in Memphis, and not to switch it up like that, but my question is, why do you think the rap game switched from being this cool come together, everybody dancing, cool vibes things, to like violence and crime and hate?
Because violence, crime, and hate sells. And if you look at the same individuals that run the industry are the same individuals that run the prison systems. You know, the same individuals that own the majority of the land in the cemeteries. The same individuals that own all the mortuaries, and the same individuals that...
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And when you promote these things, this is where the money is. It's money and death. Each murder in the city of Oakland, California, each murder is going to cost about $1 million.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Like, you talk about the crime scenes, you talking about the EMTs, you talking about the coroners, you talk about putting the bodies in the morgue on ice, you talk about the police officers, the amount of hours that they have to spend in overtime when they have to sit back and do their investigations. Each murder, you know what I'm saying, is expensive. I was looking at the numbers and the analytics with a friend of mine, and I was like, damn. I was like, there's some crazy numbers, bro. So it's murder in that. I mean, it's money in that.
So
stuff.
it's money into the whole system.
And the gatekeepers of the industry, all of these rich people that own the industry, they say, man, we're going to promote this lifestyle. It's exciting. I love it. I don't know what it means, but I get a rush out of it.
Self-destruct.
All I know is every time my artist gets into a beef or goes to jail, when he comes out, it's more successful. You know, my artist got shot at, and all I know is that next song that he dropped, man, we went #1. Talking about violence, kill, death.
So, Empire. Ghazi from Empire quoted in the San Francisco Datebook Chronicles that he actually grew up off your music and eventually became your peer in helping similar artists in your category and nurturing them into being executives. How did you come across Ghazi or me?
My brother. Me and Ghazi came up in the game together. Proud of Ghazi. Love Ghazi a lot. You know, it's very difficult for an individual like Ghazi to deal with all of the things that's coming his way due to the fact of some of the deaths of some of the artists were signed to his label. And
you were saying Young Dolph was he signed to
like they just had partnerships deals with Empire.
Yeah.
So you look at that stuff, man, and it's just, you look at the media and the stuff that they try to write up, man, all that's false, man. Ghazi is a brother to these men, and unfortunately some of the things that they have been doing led to the ending results of what happened. So I pray for Ghazi, man. I pray for his mental health and his mental mind state of going through these things, man. Every year for the past 4 or 5 years, he's lost a big artist.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
It must be hard for him.
So, we pray and keep him in good spirit.
Most definitely.
Wish nothing but the best for that dude.
That's what's up. So I heard you talking to Philthy today on FaceTime, and so you guys still doing the verses, huh?
Yep, me and Phil going to do the verses for the city, come together, donate a lot of money to the charity, to charities of our choice, most likely some Pop Warner, some Babe Ruth baseball, and some forms of education system to get a literary program going to these kids to help push the education thing. Man, we're going to use our ability to galvanize and organize the masses in which we do and take some of the proceeds and implement some big brother, little brother programs, and just trying to stop some of the violence that's been going on.
Yeah. So, can you tell the fans where they can watch it and check it out at?
It's gonna be
And how much is it gonna cost?
We're gonna do some streams, man. We doing some, I don't know what site we're gonna do a streaming from, but it's gonna be dope, and the announcement shall be made in about 10 days where we doing it at and how we doing it and the magnitude of it and the multitude of artists that's gonna be coming through, and I'm excited to look forward towards it.
That's pretty cool, man. So T.I. and Snoop Dogg is like really embracing the dope era brand, man. How did you get that to go? Because most big artists don't support other artists like that, man. That's big.
I mean, when you name two dudes that's just hell of a guys, man. They real good, great spirits, man. You know, and they have embracive personalities, man, and they just two lovable dudes, man. You know what I mean? And just some good individuals, man. And we clicked up, man, and made it right and made it make sense. And Snoop Dogg organically, man, it's just the big homie, man. Snoop Dogg is like one of the might be one of the coolest men on earth, man, all around. And Tip, man, Tip just like a real a family member, man. You know, he like that family member that's your rich cousin, man. You always want to go ride with him. He always gonna be like, man, he gonna have some saucy stuff, some good stories to you, some great conversation, and just a good dude, man. I'm so thankful, man. I give all glory to God, man. I'm so thankful for the position that God is keeping me in.
That's what's up. That's great. So where do you see compliments on that jersey you got at the game too, man. It's awesome that you got a good relationship with Stephen Curry like that, man. At the Detroit Pistons games, Little Caesar Arena, we seen you on the big screen. It was big, you know, and that's just awesome to have a relationship with that guy like that, man. And it's good to see that, man, that the ball players are, you know, messing with people that's rocking and
for sure
doing their music too. So it complements each other.
Man, them dudes, especially the Warriors, man, they have a great relationship with the community in the Bay Area. And our relationship built, of course, on court, being a fan on court, and then them being able to pay attention to some of the things that's going on in the community. Like, yo, this dude be heavily involved in the community as well, and seeing what.
Oh, you were saying about the G-Wagon he pulled up and
just having fun
with the
community
kids.
Events, rebuilding neighborhood courts.
That's
like, he done built several courts all over the city of Oakland, which is amazing, man. This dude not from there, man. This dude been coming out, going out, rebuilding these courts and giving these kids hope. And man, I walk a 10 miles in hell for Steph, man.
That's what's up, man. That's awesome. So are you thinking about expanding the Dope Era brand?
Always. Every day is a thought about expansion. Continue to keep building, you know. That's all it's about.
That's what's up. I seen you backstage with LarryJune, and it was pretty cool. I bring up LarryJune because out of a lot of artists in the Bay Area, and you, including you, are artists that can still make feel-good music without having beef or too much controversy, hatred around it. Like, people can actually come to your concerts and have a good time. Like, so
for sure,
I commend that. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are getting it off music, not the other stuff around it, and to build the hype. Like, it's actual music, and I salute you guys, man.
LarryJune, one of the hottest artists in California. Make sure y'all check him out if y'all haven't checked him out. Good job, Larry. Man, that dude he's got a wonderful spirit, man, and I see him being a mega star one day.
That's what's up. I think back when I first introduced you to Symba, and he came to the grill in Oakland, and you showed me a picture from then to now. I wanted to ask you, would Symba be in your top 10 as your favorite Bay Area lyricist?
Symba is not only just a lyricist, but he's a great songwriter, great spirit, and I'm gonna tell y'all this: once he find that one song that breaking through the game, it's over for a lot of individuals because it's gonna be followed by thousands of songs. He's a workaholic, I love seeing him in his form and in his element. He stay working, he stay creating, and once he get that one record, man, that the world catch on, hey man, it's gonna be over for cats.
Man, no doubt, man. Shout out Symba. Man, I seen it in him when he was young, man. I was like, man, this dude, out of everybody around him, he got a gift. Like, he was different. You know what I mean? Would you say you have that talent to see if an artist, like, first meeting an artist, really, is he going to make it long term? Could you tell that from just meeting an artist right on?
Nobody really got that talent, man. It's tough. I mean, some people do, like, not none. Some people do, but then you got some people where you be like, damn, I never knew. Like, I never knew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people can see it though, man.
Yeah.
You know.
So you and Unk the Hunk, man, I've been seeing y'all moving and grooving. Unk the Hunk is blowing up and stuff, and you know, thanks to you guys collaborating, you know what I mean. But have you guys ever thought about doing like a show skit or like a short film, a comedy movie or something?
Definitely, we doing something, man. We got everything in the works, man. We doing the reality show, like, you know, like a sitcom like kind of show, the Unk and F.A.B show. We got a comic book coming out.
Wow, that's what's up.
We just been doing our dribble, man. Like, you know, Unk has a very impressive story, man. It's very motivating to those that have been down those walks that he's been down, you know, fighting a lifelong addiction and overcoming that and beating up his addiction, you know, beating up also. Sometimes we be addicted to these streets, so beating that addiction up too, to shape that, to be able to say, man, look what I'm doing right now, man. I'm you know, what the people call nowadays as an influencer. Unk is an influencer. So, and he's using his platform to motivate people to want to do better and do good. And hey, man, that's amazing.
What's the difference between an artist and an executive? And could you be successful being both?
Yeah, I think there's several people that have been successful being both. Hove.
Oh, yeah.
The most successful.
Wow. That's a good one. Somebody asked me at the studio today, they wanted to ask you a question, but they didn't know how to ask you. They said, how do you get royalty checks?
You gotta come to the Dope Air Masterclass, man. Dope Air Masterclass, we will have these every month as seminars teaching people how to get their masters, how to get their royalties, how to get monetized on YouTube, how to set up their stuff, how to set up publishing. Do you need managers? All the questions that you need to know. We will be answering these questions, man, at Dope Air Masterclass, and y'all will pay attention, man. It's gonna be dope.
That's what's up. So I seen you visit Big Meech's house, his childhood house, when he was a youngster. How did it feel? What'd you think about the show, too?
I just, you know, the show is dope, and I think just being able to see the show.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's dope, man.
Could you do something like 50 Cent and write a movie or a show like that, too? Do you think one day?
If you could write a rap, you could write a movie. You know what I'm saying? You could write a rap, man. You could write you a movie. You could write a story. You could write a story. You could write a book. You could write a book. You could write a, you know what I'm saying, screenplay. All that shit is, you know, you just got to be able to do it. But I feel like if you're capable to write a song, especially a storytelling song, a descriptive song, you could write a movie.
So they said, I was on the internet and it was saying 18 million children are without a father figure in his household. How do you think it's some ways where we can start having the father figure back in some of these households?
It's tough. 18 million, that's a big number. You know,
it is.
I think some of this stuff is socially engineered, especially in low funded communities that are highly occupied by blacks, Latinos, and other minorities that are being affected in a drastic way by not having fathers present in their homes. I think this new generation of young men are taking up the responsibilities to be better fathers due to the lack of fatherhood that they had in their lives and the parenting that they had in their lives. And just leading by examples, man. You know, some things it's difficult to explain or even understand how a father could be away from their child for so long and just be evasive. But, you know, things in life happen, man, and you never know, man. I just pray that I'm in a position to always be around and be there and be very instrumental in influencing my children firsthand, directly. And every day is a an improving mission being a father. So I just try to continue to keep improving every day, listening and learning and teaching and guiding and just trying to develop better parenting skills for all of the years that I lacked father-like figures in my life.
Awesome. So people in the streets in the community of Oakland actually kind of really look at you like the mayor of Oakland. Like, I got a question. If you ever become elected really as a mayor of Oakland, what do you think is a way to de-escalate some of the black on black crime and the problems with the black community?
Black on black crime is not a true statement.
In the city.
There's no such thing as a black on black crime. I think the phrase black on black crime was created to make it seem worse than what it actually is, even though it is worse. I mean, it's bad. It's a bad thing to see anytime a black man or a black woman takes out their anger and reacts in street violence, frustration to harm another person that looks just like them. But if you look at the analytics and the numbers, statistically, there's far more white on white crime than there is black on black.
Oh, really?
You know, so most definitely.
So the media is kind of projecting.
Pop up to make it seem like this is the pandemic. This is what's wrong. This is the problem with the world. It's black on black crime, and that's a false narrative. But I think too, we have to go out to be able to protect ourselves a little bit better. And what I mean by that is we have to appreciate each other. We have to show that, you know, Tupac said it years ago, you know, it's not us, it's not them that's killing us, it's us that's killing us. And in the destroying of us mentally and physically and spiritually, if I teach you how to hate someone and I teach you how to dislike someone and hurt someone and kill someone, when I let you go, I'm programming you. So in order for us to change that narrative, we must deprogram. And in deprogramming is learning some of the things that we have been taught by oppressors to hate each other.
All right, man. Thank you, Mr. F.A.B, for coming on the show, man. It's been a blessing, man. Stay safe, stay blessed, keep doing your thing.
Man, God bless. Continue to keep looking after us all. And man, to anybody that watched this, that listening to this, keep God first, man, and everything else is possible.
Peace. We out of here.